Hi guys, this is Nitesh. Welcome to your face reading channel. In today's video, I'm going to share about the team dynamics, and because I am very fond of cricket, I'm going to use the example of Indian cricket team, the current Indian cricket team that is of the year 2024, and I'm going to discuss about the major 11 players that are playing so that you can understand about the team dynamics and how people of different element play a key role in terms of having a single goal, but there are different personalities and different ways that they can contribute with their character, right? So I'm going to use their examples. Today I'm going to have bits of pictures from CrickBuzz, and I'm going to explain you what type of element that team player has. And for those who don't know about cricket in India is a very popular sport. It's like a baseball, not exactly a baseball, but kind of like a baseball, and one has to like score runs. It has complications into it, but we are not going to talk about cricket. We are going to talk about cricket players, the kind of play that they display in bits, maybe that gets reflected out of their primary element and that represents their qualities. So very first is Rohit Sharma, who is the current Indian cricket captain. So I'll just show you the face so that you can just look at his picture. It's on CrickBuzz, so picture courtesy is them. And I'm going to explain about these players, and what you can do is to maybe look at these players or look at your team members and thereby say whether your team members possess this quality, whether you possess this quality, because by that you can understand the team dynamics better and you can have better awareness about there could be multiple ways of reaching a single goal, and your way is not the only way. And that is what face reading and five element understanding tells us, that there could be people of different elements and not all are same, but yet having a single goal can be followed by multiple routes. It's just that you can reach multiple destinations through multiple pathways, and you can reach a single destination also with a multiple pathway, right? So yeah, that is the theme, and let me share my insights upon these 11 players. Rohit Sharma, that is this particular guy, as you could see on the screen. Um, he has a very strong earth element, a very fleshy cheek padding with a very round face that indicates how much relationships mean to him, how much having bond with the players mean to him, and it displays his energy of earth, that is an archetype of mother, which indicates that he'll be very supportive and caring to people around in the team, and his focus more will be towards team bonding. And currently he's the captain of the Indian cricket team, and he displays strength of being a protector, being a leader, but also creating that culture that deals more with family. And that is what the elemental strength of this man is, right? The other player right now, as I could see, is, so I'm going to give a brief gist and you can get out those qualities and thereby reflect it upon you or your teammates as to what one possesses and how different it could be from you, right? So this is Yashasvi Jaiswal. He's a left-hand batter. The picture courtesy is of course CrickBuzz, and he has a more mountain face, as you could see, and mountain face means more bony structures on the face. You could see the face being tough. The first reflection on the face is tough, and that indicates how tough his life has been from the start. He has actually been his childhood was not that great. He had to work in multiple shops to make his ends meet. To play cricket, he has to sacrifice a lot, and that is what can be seen from his face, where mountain features are more. And when mountain features are more, it could indicate a tough life, a hard life, a life where opportunities have not been that great, or you were not blessed with a lot of richness in opportunities or richness in having money bags on the face, right? But the best part about face reading and face is that you have the power in now, and what you do today is what your is how your future is going to be impacted. So mountain features reflect that life has been tough on the physical side. Physically it has been challenging. And river features, where you could see the more flesher padding on the face, it could indicate that relatively on the financial level life has been a little okayish or better, right? Now I'll go on the third person here. You could see this is the Shubman Gill, and by the way, this is men's cricket team that I'm talking of. And let me just show Shubman Gill. This is a right-hand batsman from India, very classical batsman. On his face, if you see, there is a very refined face, as you could see, with his lips being full. That indicates that earth component is pretty much there. With a refined face, it indicates how much strong metal he possesses, which means striving for perfection is something that he holds up. And the squarish face also indicates the leadership potential that he can possess. And in fact, he has been the leader of the team at various points in time earlier. And the most important quality that I see in him, that there is that sheer ability to focus and sheer ability to practice to gain that perfection aspect, which kind of differentiates him from the rest, right? So that is a very strong point. Now I'll go to one of the famous cricketers in India. That is this guy, Virat Kohli. If you just observe his face, right? So his face has a very strong eyebrows, and eyebrows, when they are thick in nature, they indicate how strong a wood element of a person is. And because wood element, you can assume wood element to be the sapling that is breaking the ground, that is breaking the earth and finding its way to become a tree. And similarly, these wood people are like that, who wants to push their way forward. Wood is the energy of a child. It's the energy of a child bursting through and playing around. So when you have a wood person, you have a very assertive, driven person, driven towards goal. And goals are what motivate them to be. In fact, he has been pretty strong in athletics, and he has been renowned to bring in a fitness culture in Team India, which is quite significant contribution on his part. And he has been a change maker in many sense, where he has revived Test cricket and brought a lot of laurels also to the country. And he also pushes the other team members for fitness, and that is pretty much his element. This guy is KL Rahul, and he's also one of the prominent members of the Indian cricket team. And again, in the sports person, in the people of athletics, lawyers, people who are into this profession of challenging fighting, you'll observe that their face has pretty strong eyebrows, because that indicates a strong liver chi, which indicates that you can be pretty driven, you can be pretty assertive, and at times also you could be angry. But it also lends in you the potential that you can manage your anger well once you have long eyebrows. His face has good enough cheek padding. If you could observe, that indicates that with respect to money bags or how he has been nurtured, because the flesh indicate that there has been good enough nurturing. It indicates that cushioning has been there from the childhood. That indicates that there was good enough fortune, right? With ears, his ears not being very long, it indicates that the jing component or the water reserves are not that strong, which means that maybe he goes through injury, which he does, but the wood definitely strikes him to be competitive, which is one of the great part in the team environment, right? Next is one of my favorite cricketers. This is Rishabh Pant, and he has a very strong fire into his eyes, which indicates how much willing he is to excite people. With his batting, he brings in that attraction of being a left-hander player, and also fueling in him, fueling in the team to achieve bigger goals through what he can contribute in. The way he contributes is something which draws people, and there is that extra spark in his eyes that indicate how much fiery he can be, and yet he has components of a strong sports person that you could reflect through a very strong eyebrows. It's one of the common traits that you'll find in sports people. Although if a person doesn't possess that trait, there are sparks of fire in the shen that makes up for it. But it just indicates that you are blessed with that extra liver chi that can help you be aggressive and assertive in ways you want to be. Right? Next one is Ravindra Jadeja, with very strong hair that you could see on the head. It always signifies that the water reserves are strong, the kidney element is strong, with strong wood that you could see and spot from his thick eyebrows. It indicates again that wood element is strong, which is one of the common themes that you will see in people who are fighters and WWE wrestlers. In a lot of professions where there is element of fight involved, you will find that the eyebrows are pretty strong. Also, his jawlines are good enough. That again indicates and strengthens the wood component. And there is that shen that is focused, which is a very good point when I see his face. Right. And next guy is Ravichandran Ashwin. This is Ashwin. I am not sure if you guys are able to see the screen. Yeah, this is Ashwin. He has a very long eyebrows, and that indicates that maybe your ability to possess friendships are or could be great, but it also indicates when you have strong enough wood, it also gets you be very capable of investing your time in multiple projects and being good at it, because you have that enough enthusiasm in you that you can finish all those things pretty perfectly. And he also has a YouTube channel. Along with being an international player, he focuses on being into multiple dimensions, which is his very good strength, apart from the very good bowler that he is. The next one is again a wonderful bowler. This is Jasprit Bumrah, and if you observe on his eyebrows, they are pretty thick. He is a fast bowler and a pretty amazing one at that. If you observe his eyes, those eyes are held pretty little. That indicates that how much he wants to be within his element and not talk about his personal self, which he kind of is. That indicates when a person is bearing little or smaller eyes, it can indicate that he or she may not be very open to what they feel personally about, and may keep their cards closer to their chest. It is not something that indicates that he or she is bad or good. It just indicates that how a person's preference is with respect to their personal life, with respect to their even social life. Although there are parts on the face that indicates about how your public perception you want to be and how your private space would be. The left part of the face indicates your private life, the right part of your face indicates your public life, and the openness of the eyes on both fronts are something that indicates about it. You can check out the other video that I have made on two sides of the face that will help you give information about it. The other bowler is Mohammad Siraj. Again, if you focus on his eyebrows, they are pretty thick, and you would observe and find this a commonality in sports people. And he also has a very enriching story. A lot of struggle he endured in his childhood. His father was an auto rickshaw driver, and he has struggled a lot making it to the top, but the fight in him is something that led him to grow. And there is this beautiful emotional component that is there in him, which indicates how much childlike he can be, yet being amazing in the craft that he is, right? And we have discussed about the 10 players now. I'm going to just open on the 11th player, who is kind of a permanent member of the Indian cricket team in 2024. This is Kuldeep Yadav. If you focus on his face, it's quite a face that has a lot of flesh into it, and whenever there is this component of flesh into that into a person's face, it indicates that additional warehouse of earth onto your face that adds on to the cushioning that you can offer to people at large, to your friends. And it's a wonderful thing to be in a partnership, to be in friendship, because you'll find these people more comforting, right? Yet he has traces of fire on his face. If you could see his eyebrows, they have that sense of fire, which means that he wants to be a performer. In fact, he is a lovely Chinaman spinner, and he impresses a lot of people with his craft, right? So yeah, those are the 11 folks that I have discussed. Do let me know in the comment section, how did you find this video? And in the next video, I'll make sure to come up with something new. As of now, a watchman is telling me to go from here, so I'm going and leaving. And take care of yourself. This is Nitesh signing off. Bye bye.